And Bertie, ignore all the stuff she said about what Lindsay does around the house. All right, the lovely Rader Zisselman, who is married to Jeff. Is Jeff in the audience? I saw him earlier. Behind stage. Okay, great. Slightly different situations. So you married a tiger, guy who was high-powered in the financial world and legal world. Terrific guy. And next thing you know, he's doing new skin. And
first of all, I thought I was here to translate for the Canadian because I saw the other women on the list. I'm like, I don't belong in there enough. So you did it in English. But
very good.
I'm gonna roll today. So when Jeff started the business, I was in the position where I didn't need to work because Jeff provided a great living. And I had come from a corporate background where I worked for Pfizer Pharmaceutical, and then I ran the Western States for a home health company. And I was told by the CEO, who was my direct boss, I was the most talented person in the company, which felt really good. And 6 months later, they were looking to be acquired, and I was told I was the biggest line item, and I would have to go. So my love affair with corporate America was dashed. I'd given a lot to that company, and it really broke my heart. But I had the opportunity to do some business coaching, and I had always been in a role of leadership, assigned. And when Jeff started this business, I was skeptical. I thought I didn't like network marketing, and so I came just to check out the company. I was impressed by the science. I was blown away by the executive team, and I was amazed by the people. But it felt like Jeff already had all these friends in the business. We just started, and he'll talk to anybody. And I felt like I didn't have any friends. I felt really lonely. I would come to these events and be like, I don't know anyone. I'm shy. And I didn't feel comfortable at first. I just felt like I was kind of alone. And after a while, I'd go to event after event, and the problem was that I wanted to be in the business too. I didn't want to be back at home. But Jeff's skills were getting better and better. And mine, by staying the same, looked like they were getting worse and worse. And it made me feel like I was never going to get good at it. And I was striving for perfection before I actually did anything. I always thought if it's not an A+, I've failed the class and I should just go home. So I was like, until it's an A, I can't do it. I can't do it. And we had the opportunity to MC an event with Matt and Risa Salter in the Bay Area. And I was shaking. I was absolutely shaking. I've taught classes bigger than this, and I was shaking at a new skin event. And Risa Salter looked me in the eye and said, I wish Jeff would just do this. And she said, they need to hear you. And I looked around and thought, there's not a lot of feminine leaders in this business. There's not a lot of the big leaders that are female. And it meant so much to me to hear that. And I look at all of the people in this room, and I know someone needs to hear you. You can't be another Jeff Mack, another Nathan Ricks. We're not looking for that. I'm looking for sponsoring one of those, but we don't need that in our business. They're there.
Right.
But we do need you. We need different voices. We need different colors. We need different backgrounds. We need people who are shy, because when Jeffrey Lee said, I was shy when I started this business, and he's an unbelievably successful team lead, I thought, oh, I guess anyone can do this. And again, you'll hear over and over, it's the person you become along the way. And the opportunity that my husband and I have had to grow through this journey, because once I started stepping into leadership, then we had to have little battles about who was going to say what and how the call was going to go, and he can fly by the seat of his pants, and I need to think through things because I don't think in an organized manner. So I need to have bullet points and really find myself thinking. I need to organize myself. And we've learned to balance those two ways of doing business so that we both are effective. And I just want to leave you with, somebody needs to hear you. So please don't sit in the back. Don't not speak. Don't think you don't matter, because there is someone that needs to hear your voice.
And a big commitment recently, you have committed to really building in Vietnam, and so you're there like how many weeks out of a month or months out of a year?
We're only here for Success Summit and other New Skin events, so we're there full time. And they don't hear my voice a lot because I don't speak Vietnamese, So I'm a little spoiled because I get a translator and you can actually think when they're talking. So it's good for me to organize with.
Great job that you and Jeff are doing it. Thanks for sharing today. Emily.